Hi guys, welcome to the program where we discuss everything that has to do with sports. We make it both entertaining, educative, and of course, sometimes sad and exciting for some, depending on the party. My name is Mati Fati, and I have with me two gentlemen in the studio. I have and I have Tafida. And starting off really quickly, they are going to a banter on how the sports event took turns over the weekend. If you don't know, Premier League has started, and this young man is telling us everything about what transpired. Hi guys, how you doing? How do you feel?
Doing great.
You guys have a lot to tell us about how the sporting event went during the weekend. So, what do you have to tell us?
Okay, like the Premiership kickoff like on Friday, right? But the best of the days came yesterday. The Arsenal game against Man U, like light up the spirit of everybody. But generally, football is back, so we are happy. Like the weekend is now bubbling. Like for these years, yeah, so we're looking forward. This is the first round of the game for the Premiership. Also, most of the leagues have not started. Just the likes of Premiership and Championship, the Holland League, but we are still waiting for the Italian League to kick off. So, hopefully, like for the next 1 year, we glued to our TVs every weekend.
This week was so like I felt so happy. It's been a while. We saw loads of matches like this, and there were good results. At least we saw Man City take 1-4-0. We saw Liverpool, they drew 2-2 and came back and won the game and all of that. And the new signings too that we had, the new signings like showed themselves in all these games. Except maybe Arsenal, people will laugh at us. Yes, Gyökeres didn't perform as expected, but it's still the first week, so there's still lots of things
Yeah,
to
yeah,
unfold.
yeah. No, like looking about even talk about the UEFA Champions League qualifications and the like you said, the new signings. Everybody was looking forward to those players, their performance, the Sexco, the Eucharist, the yeah. I was even so pleased with our African brother, the Tottenham Kudus. Yeah, proving himself. I love
Yeah,
to see African doing well in the
two assists.
like.
Wow.
I'm also wishing for Nigeria players doing well. Like over the weekend, the likes of Ndidi and then Tammy Abraham in Besiktas, they are doing well. So just like you cannot just blink. It's fun. Sport is fun. Like sport generally is fun, but football just keeps you
It's a
glued. Yeah,
different
it's the
level.
different level.
Yeah.
This passion for it when you don't see most of the players coming back from injury and trying to just like that Boniface. We are hoping for him to just now, but Bayer Leverkusen have gotten two strikers ahead of him, so he's like the third choice striker now. So we're wishing him well. Let him come back and take his spot just to help Nigeria for the World Cup qualification. So we're looking forward to all those things. So I like he said, we are so happy. Like we watch all those. Football is a crazy kind of football. Man, you played the better part of the game, but Arsenal won. So it's not the scoreline did not refer to the game. When you hear Arsenal, particularly they played well. Man, you
Yeah.
played extremely well. Like they played the whole four corner of the attacking, their defensive, but thank God for the likes of our goalkeeper and the Briar and the defense. So Arsenal came with the scratch of one goal down. But the team that surprised me most over the weekend is Sunderland. Coming up from the championship to the premiership and winning their first game 3-0. But if you take the likes of investment, the owner of Sunderland gave his all, signing the likes of Grant Xhaka from Bayern Leverkusen, Ajingra from Bournemouth. He picked good players, so I'm sure that Sunderland will stay up this season.
And going back to like Arsenal Man U's game, like it's the game of the week to be honest, because it's like the toughest match of the week, and this is the first week, so you can see they took over the game. Like Man U were all over the Arsenal team in attack. Umbuemo and Sesko. Sesko came in the second half,
Kunha.
and yeah, Kunha. They were all in the game. Like they, as you said the last time we did a program, you said they're used to the terrain already. They are used to the Premiership, and they showed that quality in the match. The only the only thing we and Arsenal like who saved us in that match was the fact that our keeper was like superb and our defense line were all over the like they were in their game. If not, they had a lot of opportunities to take over the match. Thank God for the chance we got and we buried the game.
Yes, you can go over to the Spanish league, the likes of Crisantos, the Nigerian Abuja-based boy, like put it that way, is like coming out for like Getafe. Is it Getafe won Celta for 2-0? Like, it just feel like the game all is coming in, but this is the first, like we said, this is the first round. Definitely table will turn. This is all the mid-season. Everybody starts getting back their form, and everybody the table will balance. But bro, how do you see it? Like, I just feel like now it's an early stage, but I just feel like the top four at the end of the season will still be like the Liverpool, the Arsenal, Chelsea, and maybe Man U might struggle, but
But let's not underrate any team this time around because everybody went out, everybody spent money. Like people, like most of these teams, Tottenham, you can't underrate them. Man, you might come bounce back. You get, although Newcastle they have like some challenges due to Isaac and all of that, but still I feel nobody should be underestimated this time around because a lot of them came like went into their bank and spent a lot of money this time.
yeah. So also looking at the situation of Ademola Lookman in Atlanta going AWOL, leaving Italy, going to England, and the chairman of Atlanta going to England to meet him, and he's flying immediately to Portugal. He don't want to see anybody from Atlanta. He just want to leave Atlanta. But I was talking to myself, why did it get too far? Last season, we have the likes of Oshime doing the same thing. Now it's our own brother Ademola Lookman doing the same thing. I don't know, like football should be something of fun. Like he said, he don't want to play with the team again, but the team wanted him. So I'm just trying, like, why don't you strike a balance? Like, play for me the next 6 months and you go to a bigger team. But he really wants to leave because PSG came in, they rejected the offer. Inter Milan came and they told him strictly, we cannot sell you to a bigger team in the same league. You can go abroad, but he wants to go to Inter Milan. So if you check, the transfer window is still on, the Premiership is still on. So there's so many things like you glue to your TV or about, like you might go out now and say like, okay, Lookman have signed for so teams. So like it's something that we looked up to, like sport, like football. The season is on, season is on. The next 9 months will be fun.
That was an extensive analysis. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Like I said, this is not the only aspect of the sports file for today. We have something really educative and informative coming up next. Still on the sports file, we're going to be talking about beyond the sports. How do you think government funding in football or sports generally can boost the economy? Starting off with you, Mr. Chidi. Um, Mr. Chidi, how can you define government's investment in sports beyond just building stadiums?
Okay, like beyond PG Stadium, I just feel like even the stadium is part of sports. It's where, like, when you get a stadium where you have, like, in the stadium you have the players' washroom, their camps, their listen. But aside this stadium, what about the structures you put, the administrative structures? Like, if you check the pattern of the Western world, let's put it that way, they have virtually everything. They have the kit manager, they have the PR, they have the physios, they have the medicals, they have everything. Like, you can't just you have to have their own aspect of what they are doing, and you also have people that oversees the general part of this thing. Let's say the sports. It can be athletic, it can be wrestling, it can be this. So you have your physios, your medical doctors. So aside the stadium, you just need to just put the main structure in place. Yeah, structure, like, not them, the proper funding. Then this funding, how we talk about the funding? Is it going to the right channel? Is it getting to the athletes? Is it getting to everybody that is supposed to get
Matter.
to, that matters? That if I'm the wrestler, I'm supposed to get
Stakeholders.
my, yes, the stakeholders and everybody. So if you get those stuff, that's also called like motivation. You can
Incentive.
yeah, you can see the likes of what the what we are hearing about the Super Falcons after giving us glory, two banters, audio money.
Yeah.
All those things are not supposed to be so. Even though me personally, I was not happy with, even though it's true, the outrageous amount given to them. Well, we check all those things, but they did their best. Like the likes of the England national team women that won the Euros, they didn't even give them up to what Nigeria is giving the this thing. But are you going to see the money? I could remember the under 17, the set of the Chrysanthus Macaulay when they won the under 17. Then they gave them some flat in Prince and Princess Estates, and you take your own file, your own form to the house. You see somebody staying inside. So those are things that you just need outside the stadium. Who and who is, if this money, if I'm disbursing this money, is it getting to the proper stakeholders? So we need those proper structure. The structure outside the stadium is a structure.
Thank you so much, Shidi. I remember when I was, going through my phone this morning, I saw a very funny meme that says that Super Falcons should chill because it took Super Eagles 31 years to get their own promise. So it might take longer for the Super Falcons.
You can see there, even the first generation of the Super Falcons that won the competition 5 years in a row,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't give them nothing. So I feel like, like I said, the structure, like it shouldn't get to that point where the players will just hang on, and when they get to quarterfinal, you see them stay. The situation where the players will say they are not leaving their hotel rooms until they get all their bonuses. It shouldn't get to that point. You find it in Africa. Like I could remember the likes of Boateng. His younger brother was playing for Germany. He came to play for Ghana because he just expressed himself about the poor state of the Ghana national team. They asked him to leave the hotel room. They had to discount him from the Ghana national team. And if you hear the rumors when the younger brother was like, I told you, like someone playing in Germany, having everything, and you said to go back to your fatherland and play, and it discount you for us expressing your, when you go abroad, that's different when you see those African players giving their all. But when they come back in national team, you see why he's dodging your leg. Because he knows that, man, there's no insurance in Nigeria, but there's insurance there.
Very true.
Yeah, so
very true.
those are the things when you give, like you can pay money for quality equipment in training. They go and sell it all and buy inferior things and said, okay, check about our stadium, national stadium in Abuja. You cannot, that's stadium, but the structure is not there. When you allow cows to roam around the stadium, so all those things are what is, it
Doesn't
cannot
make
sit
sense.
anywhere. Where you, when you rent the stadium out for churches program, and after then you just put the money in your pocket, take half of those money, then take care of the stadium, the grasses. Understand? We're not saying don't rent it out. They used to rent Cardiff Stadium, Tottenham Stadium out for shows.
But channel the funds properly.
Yes,
Take care of
after the
stadium.
show, yes, the cleaning. You can give a contract to people like, okay, after every game, you clean. If you go to Abuja Stadium to watch a game, you have to start cleaning. You see all sorts of this thing. There's those people that this is your contract for 1 year. If you see any deficit, withdraw your contract and maybe
Contract someone else.
contract someone, but you need to pay. Then maybe there must be always be, how will I put it, punishment for defaulters. You get, so everybody like, if I'm cleaning this stadium, I'll need to clean it.
Yeah.
You get, those are those structures we need to put in place.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shidi. Tafida, this question is for you. Why do you think that sport is oftentimes overlooked as a serious economic driver in Nigeria?
I feel because first of all, that's not what, maybe I don't want to cause trouble, but that's not what
Yeah.
the government is after. Like there are a lot of things that they feel
Are
can
more
bring quick money. No,
important.
not even importance, can
Money.
bring quick money.
Okay.
Yeah, football, it takes a
A
lot
long
of
time
time to set
period.
the structures
Mm.
and all of that. So I feel they go for quicker things, and maybe because of the situation around us, there are a lot of challenges basically when it comes to maybe human development and stuff. But I feel if maybe they want to set programs, so they need these quick funds to set up this program. But I feel they should look at it in the long run.
Long run.
Yes, if they can invest gradually, we'll get there. Because there are a lot of people now that are jobless. This sports, investing in sports can make people create jobs for
Talking
themselves.
about that, I
Yeah.
feel like that brings me to my next question,
Okay.
but I'll channel that to
Okay.
Chidi. What are the direct or indirect ways that you believe that sports can create jobs and generate revenue?
Like you said, let me put it like the long run.
Mhm.
If you check the Western world, I always tell people that we in Africa tends to know the under 17, the under 16 of the Western world, their own players. But hardly for it to know, if you are not part of the sports system in Nigeria, you can hardly say, okay, Tafida played for the under 17, he played for the under 16. That's what we are trying to, this new the new committee, like the coaches committee, we're trying to just bring this social media into it. When you have this under, now going on is the NLO under 17 and under 19 league going on. The publicity is no more, except you are part of it. You get, so indirectly, we can say, okay, we are contracting that's Tafida to control under 10. We are giving you a 10 years program, brush up this set of kids, young ones. So, but if you check, it is not. We don't have that passion to wait. We just want now, let it be now. So indirectly, there's so many people, like I said before, when you're a sport brings like the stadium, like I told you, indirect labor, the cleaners of the stadiums and everything. But directly, okay, the players. How comfortable is my players? You get, are they getting what you might not pay? To me, it's struggle. Example, the Nigeria Premier League. You're playing the Nigeria Premier League, and you see some players calling you that. I have an example. Like someone's calling you that. Please, I'll tell my wife that I lend you money. Please help me to send my wife some amount of money. Someone playing the Nigeria Premier League.
Not even do necessity.
Necessity. But when in South Africa, someone is earning over 200 million in a month. In Nigeria, you're earning 150,000, and every day you're on the road. You get, so direct labors, it comes indirectly. You have other people that will benefit through sports. Now I'm benefiting through sports. I have my younger ones. They're not into sports, but they're also benefiting from me.
Very true, indirectly.
Indirectly. You get, so if everything is the structure, proper structure is okay, it will go a long way.
Thank you very much. If I understand you correctly, you're saying that the return of investment on sports comes in form of delayed gratification. So don't expect like something immediate, but in the long run, it's going to be beneficial. Thank you very much. Tafida, what's the question I want to ask now? What countries do you think that have grown their economies through, sports?
Let's look at England, for example. They have Premiership, and it's one of the booming, like one of the booming
Leagues.
leagues in the whole of the world. So, and you can see they are big on task, and they are big on tax. So, like there are a lot of clubs there. There are a lot of people that come. Like you can see a stadium of 60,000 capacity.
30,000,
So you see
20,000.
any ticket they sell, the government gets, it generates revenue from them. Any ticket they sell, apart from tickets, maybe even they get sponsorships and all of that. The government
Shirt heroes.
gets their own share of this benefits the club have, or the benefits the club gets. So I feel if we can develop our own, like of recent self, I saw was it last week in Kaduna, they are even having today is Monday, right? They are having even a scouting program there
Right now?
yeah, today by 3 p.m. So in Kaduna, there's this Sadiq Umar, a Nigerian footballer. Him and I don't want to mention the other person's name because he's a politician.
Okay.
So they came together to buy a club called Ranchers Bees. So these Ranchers Bees produce the likes of them Amokachi. You get, so these clubs, these local football clubs
Just to
are
revive the
abandoned.
club,
They are not. But if I'm sure they'll do good with them. Imagine
Or maintenance
them now
culture.
after recruiting these players. I'm sure they'll be giving them, even if it's match bonuses, at least it would take a lot of people. Like if people like that can come into the sports and invest in it, it will take a lot of people from being jobless to having something to do, even if it's stipends. At least you'll be proud that you are following your passion and you're getting something from it, because there are a lot of unemployment in Nigeria. There are a lot of unemployment
That is
youths,
true.
a lot of youths that their life have wasted because they have gotten a lot of promises upon promises,
Yeah.
especially in sports.
They keep chasing
Yeah.
and chasing and
Okay.
hoping, and
Until
then
they
before
get
you know, they're
old.
even over the
Yeah,
age.
they are over the age. That's why you see in Africa, like,
Age
it's an
cheating.
issue. People fix age, their age, they reduce age and all of that just
Yeah.
to fit in the system. There's even a rumor pertaining this same Mbwemu. He's an African. They said that's not his real age, but
People always
yeah,
joke
you
around and say,
understand.
"What's your
Yeah,
football
yeah,
age?"
yeah.
So that
Yeah.
means you
And
have
yeah, and
reduced
when you even throw the questions to footballers, you see that they will laugh about it because some
know
of
it's
yeah,
true.
yeah, but
Yeah.
but what can they do? It's not their fault at
You
the
see
end
an
of the
Africa
day.
retiring at the age of 28 and a foreigner still playing at the age of 40.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tafida. Now, Mr. Chidi, how do you think that Nigeria can replicate these models in the country, given our own unique challenges?
We can.
How?
We can. I just feel it's just the mindset,
Mm.
right? The mindset of I'm going to work. I'm going to wait. I will wait for my turn to make money. This country didn't just get it right. Just like what we heard about Dubai coming to Nigeria to borrow money. Now everybody's going back to Dubai for vacation.
Yeah.
Just one right person will change it. We have the right person for it. To me, it's not even the policies. I might have the mindset of changing, but who are those around me? One person cannot do it alone. Check the Athletic Federation of Nigeria. Check about the swimming. We have so many talents. If not for now that they brought the Basketball Federation of Nigeria had somebody that had passion for it. And we are seeing what the Tigers did yesterday and the Tigers, what they are doing. If you have just one good that said, okay, we want to replicate this, we want to see this. To me, sport general, not even sport general, when you see people like the hospitals, you go abroad and you see something, I come back, or like, no, I want it to be in my country. It will work.
Yeah.
Check, we have the raw talent. You have so much talent. If you open a scouting program in Abuja now, you have close to like 5,000. A lot of people. We have a lot of people, but check about what happened. Wafu B. Check about the home base. Look at what they are doing. Losing 4-0 to Sudan. Someone said the crisis rock nation, beating us 4-0. Because one, we have somebody that have the power to say, okay, 7 of my boys should be in the team. Bam, he's there.
Even without the talent.
Just
Godfatherism
and the rest. So the problem is we are seeing these things. We are seeing the likes of Lewis Kelly in Arsenal, re-age. One area in Nigeria, re-age. And you are saying they are forgetting their father's land. How?
The like wouldn't even want to
Anthony Joshua came to Nigeria and they said he's not good enough.
But then he was accepted somewhere else.
And he's the world champion. So if we can just look at those and I said, I want it to be like this, it will be.
Thank you so much, Chidi. Now, Tafida, what do you think are some of the biggest challenges that are affecting sports investment right now in the country? Do you think corruption? Do you think lack of continuity? What are some of these things?
Corruption is a big factor, to be honest. Corruption is a very big factor. Assuming the government are even doing, like, obviously the government are doing the right, maybe they are having right programs, but as we said, corruption is killing it. People are not doing what they are supposed to do. Rather, they will do things to benefit themselves. Assuming things are done the right way, you will see even foreign investors. They know their talent here. They know what we are capable of here in Africa. And that's why you see, like, formerly, they will come pick players. But now they don't do that anymore. You hardly hear there's what's it called? There's a scouting program or anything. You hardly hear this nowadays. If the right people, the people that are put in governments or people that are in these positions can do what they can follow through with the programs they set for them, I feel investors from outside will come here and all of these things will find it easier to do.
If I can chip in, if you go to the Go project in Abuja Stadium now, see what this new president is doing, the GOSO administration is doing. They are building hostels, they are building more field. FIFA Go project. We don't need to take our national team outside Abuja. Now, if you check the whole national team from the female to male, from the under 17 to they always camp in Ogun State, and people always complaining. We have the Federal Capital Territory, we have Lagos. Why are you taking those players there? So, but this new president, if you check the administration, they are doing fantastically well. They are building stadiums, they are building more field and this thing. So when you go there, we're like, this is what we're talking about. But another factor is the maintenance culture. For how long? We could remember the Goodluck Jonathan's hostel in the stadium. Now they are renting it before. If you're a footballer and you come to Abuja, you could go there, show them your ID card. It's 500 per night. A very good 4 people in a room. But now you can even go there and pay like 10,000. You pay for like 1 month, and just different people staying there. This is where teams that come from under state come and like, okay, we don't have anywhere. We'll go to the stadium. We'll have a bunk bed for players to stay. So like we are grateful for this administration. I don't know about other like the aquatic, but for the football, GOSO is doing very well.
Yeah, and I feel like one major problem that we have in the country is maintenance. It's one thing to build. There's one thing to put things in place, but then how can we maintain these things to keep serving us over the years? Yeah, so we're rounding off now really quickly. Mr. Chidi, I'll give you this question. If you can advise the government of today, of the country, what 3 key investments would you tell them to prioritize? One.
To me, I think security. To me, youth security, because I feel like we've depend so much on oil.
Yeah.
Everybody oil working in cement, white collar.
So it's time to
diversify. Give this youth a chance. They can do it. Then security. We're talking about sports here. How comfortable can I say, okay, I finished playing a game in the north, I'm traveling to the south, I'm comfortable. Here the story of players being attacked. the roads, the everything being bad. You're playing a game against a team in let's say Mina. You're spending 2-3 days and you get it to Mina that same day and play the game
That same
that
day.
same day.
It's tiring.
It's
It's
tiring.
exhausting.
So we're talking about like transport system.
Yeah.
When you just have to like, okay, after the game we can take a train. We can watch Arsenal. I watch it on
Yeah.
YouTube. When
Prioritizing their comfort
their
is
comfort.
even what will aid them to play
Let's
well.
play well. So those
Yeah.
are the three things. When we focus on the youth, give them those necessities. The youth are ready. Especially me, I know that Nigeria youth are ready. You can never see Nigeria youth going through any country and not coming back well. Let them
Very
invest on the youth.
What is your personal vision for Nigerian sports in the next 10 years, give and take?
To be honest, I want us to move from where we are to a very, very to make sports more lucrative. If things are done right and if the proper investment is put in place, I see us competing with the likes of South Africa. Because South Africa is in Africa, to be honest, they are like, to me personally, my own opinion, they are like the biggest investors in sports. You can see the standard they've put their teams like
Their
and
players
their
don't go
leagues
abroad to
there.
play football.
You understand? The standard is high. It's very high. They can compete with even Europe, like you get. So I feel if the proper investment is put in place, I see us competing with teams from there, and also and even going beyond Africa and going outside to compete in bigger competitions.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I had an amazing experience on this show. What do you think? What do you think of the show?
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think
It's
you
great.
guys poured a lot into it,
Yeah.
and I'm so glad to have you guys in the studio. Thank you so much for coming in and
Thanks
for
for-
pouring this much knowledge. I know that you watching have learned 1, 2, or 10 things from this video, and I'm so excited you did. My name is Mati Fati, and I have with me
Chidi.
and
Either.
thank you guys.
Yeah.
Bye for now.